Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we are going to chop up the white bread. So you want to chop this up so that it's going to mush down. And you want to get it small enough, almost into small sections, so that when you put water in it, it starts to all mush down. Now I'm going to make quite a bit of this, because what I do is I will freeze it, and then I can use it during the year, usually the day before I want to go halibut or striper or whatever the fishing I'm going to do, so that I can get live bait, because on the drift, live bait really is a game changer, and I do mean a game changer. It goes a long way at getting you fish in the boat. Now you just want to get this stuff pretty chopped up so that it's going to disintegrate. Well, not disintegrate, but kind of melt all together. Then I just, this is kind of what you want it to get down to, which is left on the cutting board. Now, I may have some oatmeal left over from the last time I did this. Let me see if I have any. Some oatmeal left over from the last time I did it, so I'm just going to use it. How much you put in? Enough. I don't know what that is. I'm just showing you what it is. And as for the mashed potatoes, I may make a double. Can't really tell. I don't know if you can see that, but that's showing you what's in there already. Everybody has their own formula for doing this. I have tried many different things, and I have just found that this is the one that works for me to get the top smelt to come to the dinner bell. Okay, so that's showing you that. And now I'm just trying to roll up the sleeves here, because we're going to get messy now. The last thing you want to do is to be out there throw netting and run out of the mush or the chum. So I'm going to cut up a little bit more, because halibut's totally happening right now. What was it, 2 days ago, we were at the barges between TI and the Berkeley Flats, and you saw a bunch of people trolling, and saw the golden, what was it, golden eye 2, and the nautilus out there, and I saw them throw netting for smelt just before we started fishing, and boy, they were the ones whose nets were flying. And the people who were trolling, yeah, they were doing okay, but they weren't doing anywhere near as good as the guy who had live baits. Okay, so now you see that I put the water in, and now I'm starting to mix it all together. There's a little more water, and what you want is you want a consistency of almost like oatmeal that you eat in the morning on a cold day. And we're getting there. You may have to get a little more water in there. Okay, and I just squeeze it through my hand like that. And we are almost there. We may need just a little more water. Now, when you freeze this, when I freeze it, I'll take it out the morning that I'm going to use it, and by the time I want to use it, it's thawed out, and you can just peel it off and use it. It's kind of unique. And then when you throw it out, you're going to only throw it out in little balls. You don't want to throw it out in big balls because you want it to stay on top of the surface of the water, and then what it does, it starts to disintegrate, and when it disintegrates, it drops through the water column. And what you're going to see is that the little smelt are going to come, and you're going to see little dimples on the water. It doesn't take that long. Usually by the time I throw out the mush and I get my net ready, they're ready to go. So, okay, so showing you there about the consistency of the mush. Oh, just a little more water. A little more. Okay, now I'll put it on the cutting table so you can actually see what it looks like. It's almost like kneading bread for making bread. I mean, flour for making bread. Okay, so there it is. You can see the consistency of it right there. That is going to be ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I will put this in a big Ziploc plastic bag. Probably divide it up into two sizes and use it a couple of times. So that one will go into one plastic bag, and that one will go into another plastic bag, and we are ready with the mush that works. Okay, I'm here. I'm going to show you how to throw net for smelt, and I'll try and explain it as I go about it. Here are the buckets. That one has the pump on it. Right now I'm going to load up the bucket with water. Because if I'm lucky, we are going to be dumping lots of smelt into it. Now you're probably wondering why I have the extra bucket. The extra bucket I'm going to fill up with water. And if we get really lucky today, we are going to get so much smelt, we're going to need a second bucket. Okay, before I go and chum for the smelt, got to set up your net, because once you chum, you got to be ready to throw. So right now, I'm just checking my net to make sure there's no tangles, and she's going to throw with no problem. Okay, she's set up. Okay, gonna try something new today. Got a bunch of extra pretzels. So I have this other solution in here. It's white bread, oatmeal, mashed potatoes, and you mash it all up, and you end up with this stuff. Smelt love it. So what I do is I come out here and I take it and I just start throwing it. Or I'm going to throw my throwing net. So right now I'm just trying to get the smelt up. Come to the dinner bell. I'm going to throw a bunch of these extra pretzels out there today. You never know what they like. I can actually see the smelt coming to the surface right now. I can see them coming to the surface over here and over here. Just throw a little more chum out there. There they are. Okay. Now you don't want to be in too big of a hurry because you gotta give them time to get here. Then I do is I will make sure the pelicans are around. I mean the flying rats. Because they come and then they're just throwing out the bread. Sometimes the seagulls will see it and they'll come and disturb my whole thing that I'm doing here. So we're just trying to ring the dinner bell out there for the smelt. Okay. Now, one thing about throw netting for smelt, it is tidal dependent. And what I mean by that is you want to try this at a high tide. I come here in low tide and it just has not been good, but the last 3 nights have been pretty good here at high tide, and right now it is high tide. Okay, that should be enough time for the smelt to come and see if they want to come and have a little snacky. Now, typically I'll get a whole, there they are, I'll get a whole lot of different size smelt, but of course we want the bigger ones because the bigger bait get bigger fish. I'll also probably get a bunch of jack smelt in here too, which sometimes I'll take, sometimes I won't. I actually use the jack smelt. There they are. You can see them. I take the jack smelt to chop it up and use it for bait to feed the top smelt. Okay, let's see what happens here. I can see them coming to the surface out there. There they are. Oh, tons of them. And just like I said, there's your jack smelt in the net. Now what I do is I'll try and shake them down because they'll get caught in the net, and if I'm lucky, I can get them uncaught in the net. Now you can see them on the dock. This last one, there we go. Come on, get out of there. Okay, I'll come back to you guys at a caught. Here they are, and now grab them and put them in the bucket. There's a good one. That is a hell of a killer. So I don't know, what was that, 6? And I got 2 more in here that are caught. There's 7. And you got to be really careful with them. They'll get caught in the net. And what I'll do is I'll be careful, and then I'll take them out so I don't damage them. Now, I'm going to show you these, but I got to hurry because I want to get more. I'm going to do another throw. Oh yeah, that is what we're waiting for right there. Holy moly. Got 10 or 15 on it this time. See them all? Let's see if I can get them to shake loose. Come on. They get caught in it. These are good size too. These are really, really good size. Okay. Got one more of them. Okay. Got one left in the bottom. Okay, you can see them all right here. I'm just going to show them before I put them in the bucket. Now I'll put them in the bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to explain some other stuff here. So there you go. You can see how many are in the bucket now. Now, what I'll do now, this is a bubbler. And I put it in there, and now that's going to keep oxygen in the bucket, and that's going to keep my smelt alive to get it home. And then over at my friend Eddie's, I have a blue barrel I've drilled holes in, put insulation around the top, and I put them in the barrel, and then we got smelt, live bait for whenever we need it. So that's getting live bait, top smelt. Hope you guys learned something from it. Okay, I wanted to show you the size of some of these jack smelt that I'm able to get here. This would be absolutely perfect for going for bluefin. They're not that hardy, but I can get plenty of these now before I go on a bluefin trip and keep them in the toilet. I'm going to keep this one to see how long it lasts. Maybe I won't keep it. He's so big I can't even put him in the bucket. So we're going to let this guy go. Okay, another quick little video. Here's today's catch. Smaller grade, but we're not going for a couple of days. So I got some shiners in there and some really good mid-sized smelt. Another day throw netting. Here we are at my friend's Eddie's dock, and I just wanted to show you this and how it works. I guess I better clean it out actually. in there. Look at that. That guy's lasted 2 weeks or longer. Amazing. Okay. Let's put that back in. Little smelt in there still. I'm impressed. One thing about smelt is they are super hardy. Super hardy. Okay, so now we just fill that up, and here's our smelt that are going to go into there, and that is where we come and pick up our live bait when we need it. Okay. So there is our live bait tank, now known as the Smelt Hotel. Then all I do is cover up the lid, push the tank down to water level, let it fill up and get adjusted, and right like that. They are secure in the tank, and what I will do is I will come up the estuary here and just dock my boat and put the live bait into my live well, and we're off fishing.